FamOver.
Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thou, FamOver TV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by, whatever you're doing. I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody out there on this good Monday. We are a few days away from 2026, y'all. Time then flew by. I hope y'all ready. Hope everybody feeling real good today, man. Good energy around. We got some good videos to tap into. Still a lot going on in this crazy world. But salute to everybody. I swear this year just feels different. This winter, this New Year's, Christmas, everything just definitely don't feel like it usually felt back in the days. Totally a different energy. Different feeling for sure, man. Salute to those in the building already, man. Big Ant, appreciate you becoming a member, man. Salute to Big Ant, man. I appreciate you, fam. Mike, both Mikes, what up? Pete, what's good? Midwest, what's good? We'll wait for a few people to fall in, then we'll get started. Yeah, man. It's a lot going on, man. A lot going on out here. Every day, new stories. I know, did y'all see that it was another, a helicopter that went down. I think, if I'm not mistaken, two helicopters might have ran into, collided into each other, or I don't know, but we're going to look into that. That's kind of crazy for sure. And then, I don't be wanting to be going too hard on the conspiracies, but yeah, I see what happened with Anthony Joshua after he just won against Jake Paul. I don't know if this was like a ritual or something, but he lost two of his people. I think his strength trainer and his trainer and his strength coach in an accident over in, I think it was Ethiopia or something. I don't know where they was at, but it was so weird. The video so crazy. Like the car all messed up, but Anthony Joshua was in the backseat just all fine and dandy. No scratches and nothing. But if you see like the car, you could be like, dang. It's crazy work. 7 days was good. Let's get into it, man. There's a few people in here, man. Let's go ahead and get it started. I know people start falling in once we start. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Let's get it rolling.
What's that? Oh, people are finding out that a lot of the water that are flooding areas isn't just from rain. What? Tell me more. Yeah, people are finding out that the floods that are happening around the world aren't just happening from the rain. And more specifically, the water itself is coming up from the ground. It's not even really from the rain, they're finding out. And they're recording, such as a woman in Michigan just recorded water coming up from the ground and flooding her area. Oh, goody. Something eerie is going on, so people have decided to do their own investigating. And luckily, some people are finding out that a lot of this water and flooding in areas isn't from rain. No, it's coming up from the ground, and they have video proof of this. I love it.
I've been hearing all the stories and seeing videos of people saying that the water been coming up from the ground, but I didn't know how true it was. But that's crazy work right there, if that's what's happening for real. Baby Case, what's good? Shoes, what up? Bang Boogie, what up?
Be careful out there with this water rising from the ground out of nowhere. Okay, then.
This was crazy right here. I can't believe. And then, hold on, let me stop it for a second. Ain't it kind of strange? 2 helicopters collide in New Jersey. Ain't that where they said that they was reporting like drones falling and telling people to stay away from the drones, but it wasn't on the news and everything? Like, well, what if they got something going on over there in the sky, y'all? Like, what? Because you don't, like, come on, man. Another crash? 2 helicopters colliding, another one? It's crazy work.
We are following tragic breaking news in the Garden State of New Jersey. 2 helicopters colliding and crashing to the ground. That accident unfolding just before noon in the town of Hamilton. That's about 30 miles east of Philadelphia. Police and first responders racing to the scene to put out the flames, but sadly, at least one person was killed. Another person was rushed to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Both the FAA and NTSB will be investigating that crash. As we get more information, we will bring that to you.
Yeah, that's crazy work right there. I don't know, man. That shit just seemed weird to me. Big Ant, salute the Big Ant in the building. Appreciate you becoming a member too, fam. Appreciate the support. And then that happened in Cali. I don't know if it was a gas leak or something, but it shut down the E-waves and everything. I don't know exactly what it was. Was it some type of chemical leak or something? But they said it was bad and due to the flood and all that type of stuff. But there's just a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. And then this story right here with the Somalians in Minnesota. The government, that one lady that Trizzy was talking about, that 1 year only made like 60, 70,000, and the next year made 30 million or something. I guess they've been funneling money to these child care centers and everything that don't be having no kids in there. They probably just using ghost kids, acting like it's kids in there to get the money, to funnel the money and all that type of stuff. But shit crazy, man. It is crazy out here.
Somalis have taken over the entire government of Minnesota. I'm not exaggerating. You are about to witness the disturbing reality that every level of government in Minnesota, from the governor's office to the courts, to the police forces, to the city councils, have been infiltrated and are being controlled by Somalis. And that's precisely how they got away with stealing over $9 billion. Make sure you watch this till the end. As always, like the video and subscribe to the channel. But let's start with a Minnesota judge overturning a guilty verdict for a Somali man who stole over $7 million in taxpayer money.
Big reversal in a $7.2 million fraud case in Hennepin County. The judge has thrown out the jury's guilty verdict.
This wasn't some technical hiccup. These fraudsters, Abdulfatah Yusuf and Lul Ahmed, were convicted on 6 counts of charges, months of evidence, a jury that deliberated for hours, all erased in one ruling.
Yusuf and his wife, Lul Ahmed, were charged with stealing $7.2 million of taxpayer money through Medicaid overbilling in a personal care assistant or PCA scam. The couple allegedly spent tens of thousands of the fraud money.
And here's the part that rattled people inside the system. The judge didn't say the fraud didn't happen. She said the state couldn't prove who was responsible, which raised this question on everyone's minds. If a case this obvious can't hold, what happens to the rest? Because this ruling hit while Minnesota is already buried under billion-dollar fraud scandals, overseas money trails, and growing federal probes into how taxpayer money keeps disappearing. And here's the twist most people missed. Once that verdict collapsed, the issue stopped being one defendant. It became about whether Minnesota's system can still enforce fraud at all, or whether the feds are stepping in because the state no longer can.
When even the judges adhere to a two-tiered system of law and order that provides preferential treatment to Somali foreign nationals and overturns guilty verdicts made by juries that were provided insurmountable.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
It sounds to me like they laundering some money over there. You know what I'm saying? They got somebody in position, which is that lady that's over Minnesota. She's a Democrat, and they got her, and she the one, she's pushing these funds through these child care centers that don't be having kids in there. Then it's like they probably getting so much funding from the government, and they getting that money, laundering the money, and ain't really, doing what they supposed to be doing. That's probably how she came up on that 30 million or whatever. D-Boy was good. GLC. Angela the doll, the boss lady in the building. Diane was good.
What y'all doing? Tim Walls. Elhan Omar? Elhan Omari? Oh, hell, y'all know who I'm talking about. The chick that married her brother. Y'all really thought nobody was going to figure y'all out or find out this shit?
The 42-minute video, posted on December 26th on X and YouTube by independent reporter Nick Shirley, showed Shirley visiting multiple childcare and healthcare centers across Minnesota. One Minneapolis site, misspelled as Quality Leering Center, appeared largely inactive, despite being registered for 99 children and reportedly receiving about $4 million in state funding.
So yeah.
See, that's what they probably doing. It's registered for 99 children, but only probably like about 5 or 10 of those children probably is real. So the rest of the 80 or whatever, they probably just making up stuff or using fake information. And you know how the Somalians, and I ain't trying to stereotype them or anything, but you know how they be on scamming shit and everything. They probably got about 80 ghost kids in there. Because ain't like they taking the kids and then the kids is coming up missing. That'd be a whole nother story. They'd be going crazy like a motherfucker. Where the kids at? Where the kids at? But ain't no kids. They just acting like it's kids. They getting this funding because it's probably a certain amount for each kid. And they juicing the game. That's exactly what they doing, man. Queen Libra was good.
Y'all telling me that it's a building with so-called daycare centers and it's spelled wrong, and y'all didn't think that shit was fraudulent? Taking in tens and thousands of millions of dollars for a daycare that is spelled wrong and no kids, no damn where? That means somebody knew something and y'all wasn't talking about it because y'all was getting paid on the table, y'all was getting paid secretive, y'all was getting paid to shut the fuck up. And what I'm appalled at is a regular civilian, a YouTuber, a regular journalist that is not on mainstream discover this shit in one day? You got to be kidding me. If he can find that shit, y'all knew about this shit. Plain and simple. There's no allegedly over here, okay? Maybe I need to say it. Allegedly. But y'all knew. And at this point, every scope, every microphone, every lens need to be in these deep states checking this shit out. Because this ain't the only fraudulent thing that's going on in America. It can't be. Not when these people is getting away with it. If they're getting away with it, somebody else is getting away with it. At this point, everybody's scamming everybody.
Right.
Everybody's scamming us.
Everybody's scamming.
And ain't nobody said nothing. Because they getting paid under the table. Allegedly. Allegedly over here in this channel.
To put it all out there, a lot of people is in the comments and saying it's not just Minnesota, it's Ohio as well. These people was damn near being funded by the U.S. government for like over 9 years. Let's just say they just went on out there and just put out a number. But I'm thinking,
hey, I was just gonna say it probably Minnesota. They just saying Somalians because Minnesota got a big Somalian. You know what I'm saying? Market there. It's a lot of them in that area, but this shit probably going on in a lot of places. There's a lot of people out here scamming and funneling money and laundering the money and everything. It's probably some child care centers in some of these other states and cities too that don't have as many kids as they say they do that's registered and getting some of this funding, that good government funding and putting some of that money in their pockets and everything. Everybody probably doing that shit, man. It ain't just there. For sure, for sure. Romel was good. Trap 30. Total Trap.
This stuff is way past 9 years, probably like 20, 30 some years. Y'all just got to think about it. This been going on for centuries, for a very long time. And to say they don't have any money, but these people was making millions off of government funds without any audits being ran. I'm just trying to see how was this possible? How was this even possible? Like, what the hell? What the hell? This man.
It helps when you got somebody in the government to help, though. Like, they got that lady over there, and I know she doing something crazy because her motherfucking net worth increased dramatically for 1 year. So she probably just giving the green light on a lot of that shit.
Is doing the works. This man is passing by the daycares. They slamming the doors. He passing at the restaurants. He passing at buku places that is closed down. Like, people never was there, but these people was getting a check. They was getting a check. So just imagine if they telling us just 9 years and they just putting a number out there. I'm thinking more than 9. So just imagine how much money these people done made within these years. They already done made their money. While we out here working and slaving. Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all let me know in the comments. I am so much down this rabbit hole with the Somalian people. I'm done. I am done. And lock them up. These people need to be locked up. If they have other people locked up for crimes they probably was trying to do to help provide and feed their families, these people was committing fraud.
Hey, it's crazy because, like, I'm not feeling bad or whatever. Like, fuck it. If you scamming the government, scam their ass, get some money. I ain't even mad about it because, when I think about this situation right here with this scamming, it take me back to the hood, like, I don't know, some of y'all probably ain't never experienced this, but it was a thing going on when I was younger, like, where people, like, was getting checks to be babysitting people and everything. Like, I don't know how it was working, but I remember vividly, like, people would be like, yeah, my babysitting check, but they was never babysitting nobody, and they was getting funded through the government somehow, some way. So this scamming shit ain't nothing new. They been doing it, man. For real. Tropical, I seen they tried to, something about Putin house, said his house got hit, but I've been seeing a lot of videos talking about that's cap. He was just saying that shit, but they don't believe it. I don't know.
They need to be locked up. I'm sorry. And TikTok, this is for entertainment purpose. I'm only here to bring awareness to my friends for educational purposes only. Y'all like, share, comment, and repost. And y'all got to go down a rabbit hole. These people was making millions of dollars. Millions.
Yo, so I'm in here about to make some Salisbury steak, right? The meat is, I de-thawed the meat or whatever. Okay. And there's some parts that's still a little frozen, so I'm in here breaking it up. Why is it making this sound? Listen.
Thank you, boss, baby. Love you too. Thank you for holding it down.
What is that? Bro, was that steak breathing? Because it sounded like it was out of breath. Now, to be honest with you, that didn't look like steak to me. That looked like cat food. Stop playing with me, son. This video's for entertainment purposes, and I don't know what the hell is going on out here, guys, but you see what this lady's talking about. Shh. Shut up! Listen, do I really have to tell you what to do?
That was a steak? That looked like some fucking ground beef or something. You sure that was a steak? It looked like ground beef or something to me. Pink slime or something. I don't know. Red, what's good, big blood? What's popping with you? Charisma was good.
You should know what to do by now, guys. Something's going on out here with this type of stuff. There's a lot of people talking about the meat. Something seems to be off. Because when you think about it, How many cows are there? Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on you guys. You know what time it is. Shut up! But I tell you what, if I ever make a pack of steak and I start pressing down on it to try to, you know, ground it or grind it, and it starts whistling, oh no, dogs.
Weather is being geoengineered and winter does not exist. Every year, right around winter season, clouds start covering the sky, planes start flying above, right the path of the sun, spraying that. And it's for the purpose of climate control, keeping people indoors during this holiday season where it's nice and cold, and they know people are more likely to spend money. So all the year round, the weather is being controlled. In areas, nicer areas have a little bit less, or they control, oh, San Diego, you get more sunlight. Oh, this area, you get more this. But like, it's plain as day. TikTok, I'm just messing around. None of that. I'm just talking, y'all. I'm crazy.
Nah, he ain't just talking. Like, what if winter isn't supposed to exist? Like, even though, like, if you look at movies or read books and everything, all the way back to the early days and times, it always been like a winter, a cold time, cold season and everything. But what if not, though? Like, what if back a long time ago, it wasn't no winters and everything? Because winter don't do nothing but come and fuck shit up. You know, do nothing but come fuck up crops that's outside and make people uncomfortable and everything. Just like, I can live without winter. I don't need no motherfucking winter. Especially up in the Midwest with all that snow. Candace was good. I can go without it. Let's keep it going. Hit that like button, y'all. Keep the algorithm jumping.
Need people like me.
Is the moon landing really fake? And why do they do it? Reason why I'm asking this, man, I came across this video, found it funny as hell. All right, this is shit funny. We're gonna talk after this video. Is the moon landing fake?
You really believe that in 1969, when televisions were still in black and white and folks were still using rotary fucking phones, and most new cars sold in the United States didn't even have power windows or fucking air conditioning, that we just strapped two cowboys into what was essentially a fucking Coke can with a Chevy small block attached to it, and just launched them motherfuckers out into orbit on nothing more than a hope and a fucking dream, and somehow managed to land that glorified bottle rocket safely on an uncharted lunar surface, where they then got out and played hopscotch for a few hours, and then they got right back inside that motherfucker, and then somehow managed to launch themselves back off the goddamn moon with no infrastructure.
And make it back home. And not to mention, while they was up there on the fucking moon, they was communicating with people supposedly back down on Earth. Like, yeah, we walking right now. This is the first step from mankind to whatever the fuck he said or whatever. They doing all that. And not to mention, it was a camera up there. Like, who was up there recording? Who was up there filming them when they was walking around and everything? That shit crazy. Candy was good.
And then a few short weeks later, they landed safely back on Earth. You really fucking believe that happened? Goddamn, you're a gullible son of a bitch. I bet.
That's the biggest hoax they ever pulled off. I mean, we had a lot of big hoax, a lot of shit that they done pulled off, but that was one of the biggest ones. I'm talking about everybody thought we went to the moon. Like, we went to the moon. Like that shit right there. That was one they put for the books.
You still believe in fucking Santa Claus, you goofy man.
I always thought the moon landing was fake, but why? What do they get out of faking this shit, y'all? What is they getting out of faking this moon landing?
And I think they did it so they can gain leverage, like leverage and power, like to be able to say, yeah, we went to the moon. So the other countries and everything, and be like, man, they went to the moon and everything. Like, that's my opinion of why they faked it. They didn't want nobody else to make it before them or whatever. So they like, we go fake this shit and act like we went up there, and everybody else like, oh, they went to the moon. You know what I'm saying? Then I don't know though. I don't know. Allegedly, entertainment purposes only.
Trying to figure out if it's so damn fake, why would they fake it? Now I know I'm agreeing with y'all. I don't agree with no damn Earth is flat. No, I agree there is a fake moon landing, but why? Y'all comment the reason below, because there's still people that don't believe it's fake, and I understand reason why. Because like, what is the point of it? But there's too many reasons why it's got to be fake. We know, like my man just said, like we just watched the video. It's just a lot that don't make any sense. Like I said, y'all comment all that below. We don't went through that already. But my biggest thing is, this is what I need y'all to comment below on top of the reasons why it's fake. Why would they fake it? What is the point of lying to us? Like, yeah, we've been there. You don't never want to go there, or they there? Like, what is the point? What is really in Area 51? Is this where they really fake everything at? And this is my last thing, bro. Y'all ain't noticed how fast technology has grown since the Roswell, New Mexico. If y'all don't know nothing about Roswell, New Mexico, you never been, man, they've been waiting for aliens forever, man. All my Roswell people, y'all comment below. I don't play Roswell, New Mexico military, and that's the first time I seen Roswell, and they got real gas stations, and they're really waiting for the damn UFO. But if anybody's ever worked in Area 51, what is really in that bitch? And why would they fake the damn moon landing? What is the point? You know what I'm saying? There ain't no moon, or is the earth flat? I know that's what y'all gonna say, but what is the point? The universe is the size of a grain of sand on a beach. Y'all think about that. So y'all don't think there's other shit going on out there? That's just the universe. I'm talking about Milky Way, Mars, Pluto. That's just one universe, not just a planet. There's a whole bunch of these universes. Now think about that. But at the end of the day, bro, I just want to, bring that up. My thing was making this video when I was watching it. Why? I need to know that. Y'all comment below. Why would they fake the moon landing? What do you get out of it? What is the point? For them to be figured out one day? I don't know. Food for thought. But this is this video. Cheerio.
Yeah, we just strapped two cowboys into what was essentially a fucking Coke can with a Chevy small block attached to it. And just launched them motherfuckers out into orbit on nothing more than a hope and a fucking dream.
Do you believe they're opening portals to other dimensions? A lot of times we've seen a bunch of that stuff, man, and it's been in like Marvel movies and superheroes, and they talk about opening portals to other dimensions and bringing things in and all these demonic forces, right? And we think it's all just made up fantasy, all these things. And no, these people are really doing these type of things. And I came across this video, man, and I want to just share with y'all to get y'all thinking, to do more research, to expand on our knowledge and get an understanding of truly the evil things that's going on. So I want y'all to check out this video, man, and let me know what y'all think.
Before the video start, what y'all think? Y'all think they opening up portals? Like I've seen all the videos and people talking about it and reactions to it and everything, but is it proof? Like, is it proof? Like, I mean, it have been some people who disappeared and everything, but is there anybody that can just come out and be like, yeah, I went through this portal and ended up and came back through? Like, I don't know, man. It's like, I just don't know, man. I don't know.
The old gods. Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub. Everything he does is a mimic, a mockery, an aping of the true, the good, the beautiful. Everything he does, he can create nothing.
Abramovich in there, that artist. Yeah. What is she? There's a lot of talk about her.
Sure.
Her paintings, who she's around.
She went through it was a pagan witchcraft ceremony.
Cleansing?
Yeah, some kind of cleansing ceremony.
These people,
because God always sends help from the mystical body, and the demon tracks the liturgical calendar. The time, space, status, order out of chaos, life out of death.
My name is Marina Abramovich. I was born in Yugoslavia, a country which thrived on the cultures from the West and Russia from the East. Last years, I work in Ukraine, and I get to know the people there. They're proud, they're strong, and they're dignified.
Evil is stuff.
What is the synagogue of Satan?
But the demon works in the opposite, constantly bringing death. So you talk about the modern day Moloch, right? Baphomet. And what's his tattoo on his arm? It comes from a couple of centuries ago, alchemy. Solve et coagula. To dissolve, break down, and reconstruct.
Big Flint, what up, fam?
More than 2.2 million people have signed an online petition to shut down the site. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think that the topic of pornography has always been a divisive one. I think it has to do with the topic of sexuality in general.
I've had people, again, struggling with pornography addiction. They've been struggling with, maybe they suffered a sexual trauma as a child and they fall into addiction, sexual addictions.
It's sex for the public. You take 2.5 million signatures. We have 130 million daily active users. So people have voted with their mice and with their feet.
2015 Super Bowl, one of her performances, dressed in a dress with, I think, flames on it, riding the back of this big golden beast. Again, the devil hides in plain sight. Talks about the whore of Babylon and the beast, right? And so what do we see there? Because everything goes back to that original creation of Adam and Eve, right? And also everything goes back to the proto-evangelium, Genesis 3:15. You were a prostitute. You prostituted yourself to the nations. Well, what does that, what did he mean by that?
Hey, my bad for stopping it. I seen the video today of Trizzy and Netanyahu, my man from over there in Israel, whatever. I seen them together doing like a little press conference. Why did they have the same outfit on? Same blue suit with the red tie and everything. I'm like, man, what is this, man? That shit crazy. Let's keep it going, though, man. Let's keep it going. Annie Cash Car, what's good? Jeanette, what's up?
And I showed this map. This map. It shows the curse of Iran's terror axis.
Those who honor false gods. So what is true love of God? It's seen in the Song of Songs, in a chaste nuptial embrace. The opposite of covenant fidelity is the embrace of love. The opposite of that is the infidelity of idol worship, which the prophets called whoredom.
And
12, we see.
If they are opening up portals, like I mean, I don't really understand if they are opening up portals. Like if it's people, if you're going through it or something coming in, like what is it? Like what the fuck is it? Like aliens, or is it demons, angels? Like what's going through and coming out of these portals and everything? Like if they're opening portals.
John sees a manifestation. He sees a theophany of God. He sees the Ark of the Covenant, and then he sees the woman. And so for John, he's the same guy that wrote in the end of his gospel, the world can't contain the books that were written, but these things were written so that you might believe that Jesus is the Son of God and through him have life in his name. Those who rejected Jesus as Messiah, that would be the early church, and fathers would say people that rejected Christ as Messiah.
Jesus didn't come to what?
Abolish the law, but to fulfill the law. He fulfills it now. How can this help me grow closer to Christ? The demon in spiritual combat's tertiary. Primary focus is Jesus Christ. We have to stay focused on him. And so you see the corrupt church or the corrupt religious leaders with the beast, the corrupt government. You see this interplay throughout history. So the synagogue of Satan is anywhere you see this mutual self-corruption of the deep church and the deep state. Most people never see this in their lives, and you're catching this stuff.
What do you mean open a portal?
There's certain things you can do to open up.
Open up. What comes in or out of the portal?
Demons. I mean, that's rituals performed that open up, and this space now becomes the opposite of sacred space.
Wow.
There's been an investigation launched about, get this, hunting humans, a game where elites will hunt humans, and they called them cyber safaris, but instead of it actually being hunting animals, they were hunting humans, and they would set these bases up in Italy, kind of like this movie, in a different country in the middle of nowhere, where they would set up these bases where rich people would watch and go and hunt
regular human beings like you and I for fun. And in 1997, this is when this allegedly happened, which means it's probably been happening for like ever now, right? You've heard about these types of games where rich people will hunt regular people like us. But it's even weirder because this is not a new tradition. This is not a new thing. This used to happen back in the Coliseum games where they would literally put random people like you and I in the middle of the Coliseum and have them fight with all types of crazy beasts like lions and bears and also other like Nephilim beings and things like that. So this is not new to humanity. Humanity has been doing weird things like this, and the elite has been controlling and operating things like this forever. This has always been going around, but y'all search it up. It's called the Cyber Safari Italy 1997, and they're doing an investigation full on launch about how they hunted human beings.
And they probably still doing that shit to this day. Just think about some of these people, elites that got all this money, billions and trillions of dollars and everything. Like, the entertainment for them probably goes so far. They probably not entertained by sports or regular little shit, music and all that and everything. They entertained by different type shit, old school Roman gladiator type shit. They want to see motherfuckers get sacrificed type shit. And just think about it. If they was doing it back in the day, and it's a lot of movies that show us this. Like, what's that movie with Ice-T when they sent him on an island, he was getting hunted. They was trying to get him, whatever. And I just watched the movie yesterday. I think I got a video. They gonna talk about it. I just watched the movie yesterday about how the elites get people. They go get somebody from these different areas, like maybe down in Mexico or somewhere, like, and get them, kidnap them, like unalive them, and nobody would really pay attention to them being missing because they don't have nobody. And then they'd take them to this island or something, and there'd be a lot of elite people there, and they had these delicacies that they can eat, but it's really a person. And it's crazy. Like the movie I just watched was so crazy. I'm like, damn, what if they really doing that? But I think they do be doing shit like that, man. Definitely a possibility.
It is insane.
Y'all cannot tell me that these people is not eating people. When I say I'm convinced that more than half of the people that go missing is getting ate, I'm convinced. Go to Hulu or Disney Plus and watch What You Wish For. Y'all.
That's the movie right there. What You Wish For. I just watched it. Yeah, I got to check that out. Like, it's crazy work.
When I say every time I hear the conspiracy, oh, they eating people, I always wonder where, what, when, why, how. When I say this movie breaks down every detail on how this is a whole operation nationwide, how they get the people, their whole thought process of getting the people, it is fucking crazy, y'all. And when the chefs want to get out of this job, they are instantly eliminated. There's no leaving once you get in. They paid this man over $300,000 to cook up a body, to unalive and cook a body, y'all.
Yeah, Big Flint. It's crazy. They and the chef didn't know what he was gonna end up cooking, but he was so money hungry, he didn't even give a fuck. After he seen what was going on, though, he tried to switch up, but it was too late. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like what goes on in real life. Once you cross over to that other side, you join a little sacred, little unions or whatever and everything. Ain't no going back. Ain't no jumping the fence. Like, but they was paying him so much, he was like, fuck it.
All the guests that was attending, they wanted to eat the tongue real bad. Tell me why they had the tongue in the fridge on ice, like chilling out until he was getting ready to prepare it. When he was about to prepare it, there was like herpes on the tongue.
Yeah.
They was like, oh, this is going to be a big problem. They paid for that tongue. They had to eliminate another girl to get her tongue. Yeah. When I say this movie was fucking crazy, I'm convinced that it's true.
Yeah.
Who else would come up with something like this? And TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just talking about a movie. But y'all, go check it out because they put everything in that movie.
Hey, That shit was crazy. I was watching like, what the fuck? It was so crazy, but it's a good movie. I watched it on the Fire Stick. I don't know exactly what it's on, if it's on Hulu or what, with everything, but search for it. I'm sure you'll find it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy work though, y'all. For real. Hit that like button, keep the algorithm jumping. Let's keep it going. Damn, I just thought about that, Candace. You said Obama chef drowned, y'all. Man, what if he was tied in with some shit like that? Because in the movie, that's how it is too. Like he, Obama chef probably knew something or was trying to distance himself or get away, and then next thing you know, an accident happened. Tragic accident. Oh, he drowned. He accidentally drowned or whatever. Nah, he probably was trying to get the fuck away from y'all or something. Y'all thought he was gonna talk about some of the shit that was going on or something. Allegedly.
Been told y'all, now peep game. Remember I told y'all, I said, hey, winter not real. The true name, it's a weapon. The true name of winter is called Sub-Zero technology. They put they made fake clouds, and then they put ice crystals in the clouds. And then they use these fake 5G towers to activate these fake ice crystals in these clouds. I say Antarctica is really the dead bodies of all our ancestors that was frozen. I say, notice, when Tiamat dies or Planet Kai go into her sleep stasis, which is what they call winter, because they freeze her out, it's not that long. Majority of the seasons is warm. Winter, the only one cold. I said it's called Sub-Zero technology. Then I even gave y'all a lecture about what Sub-Zero represented against Scorpion in Mortal Kombat on the website. Right? That's why they even call Sub-Zero on Mortal Kombat. They're mocking the technology. Now, ice really is our weakness, y'all. Listen, y'all, hear me closely. The warmer it gets for Black and Latino people, the stronger we get. The stronger we get. Hear me closely. The warmer it is, the stronger we get. Now ask yourself, how strong will we be if it was 1,000 degrees outside? Think about that. You don't think you could take 1,000 degree heat, do you? We are heat, nigga. You a neuro. We come from the highest of realms. The cosmos is warm. The higher you go, the hotter it get. Because
hey, one thing I can say is, we definitely can take that sun. And then another thing about the heat, I be going to the sauna. It take me so long to sit into that sauna, and that sauna be getting up to about 150, 170. Up in there, 160. I'm talking about super hot in that sauna. And it be taking me a minute to start sweating. I'll be like, damn, why it's taking so long? But the heat be feeling good to me. I be loving the heat. So he might be on the sun with that one. Platinum's Prime was good, solo.
something vibrating fast is rubbing so it gets warmer. That's science. It gets warmer. That's science. The faster the vibration. So, okay. We descended down into these bodies, man. We are heat. We are fire, man. You think you can't take 1,000 degrees? Shit. Nigga. It hit 1,000 degrees outside, boy. Your ass gonna be around this bitch doing all type of shit you never thought you could do in your fucking life. Trust me on that. You gonna be like blown away. That's why they gotta keep this motherfucker cold. Pay attention. Now do you get the true power of winter? And then I've been telling you that, but peep game. They showed you that in the fucking movie. They could have used any element to destroy the Celestial. Why ice? Why they didn't use fire? Why they couldn't hit him with a big ass fireball? When the Celestial was being born, why wasn't the answer to hit his ass with a big ass fireball or something? Why wasn't the answer to hit his ass with a tornado or something? Why was the answer to hit his ass with a hurricane or something? What was the answer to stopping the Celestial, nigga? They had to freeze him.
Oh man. Hey, yeah, that's definitely like the best weapon against me too. The snow, the cold, I can't take it, man. Definitely, you slow some shit down with that winter, that snow, a blizzard or something, and the cold. Oh my god, man! And to all you people out there that that's on the West Coast, that's never been in those type of conditions, So I grew up in the Midwest, man, waking up in them blizzards and them snowstorms and everything, man. That's something else. I swear it is.
When the police chasing you, what they say? Freeze! What you do? No. This shit real, boy. It's magic. Why you think they tell you freeze? They could use any word in the dictionary. What they do? Freeze, hands up. Yeah, you freeze, don't you?
Man.
Something don't seem right about the accident that happened with Anthony Joshua in Nigeria. Mind you, this is days after he beat Jake Paul. And we'll get back to that. But the person that was driving Anthony Joshua to wherever he was going on that expressway in Lagos has driven on that expressway numerous times. And he just randomly crashes into a truck. Mind you, two of this man's closest people lost their lives. They were in the same car as him. That could have been Anthony Joshua.
That shit just don't seem right, y'all. Like his strength coach and his trainer lost their lives. They've been driving on this E-way for a long time, and they just run into another car. And if you see the truck, it's smashed up. I'm like, how the fuck Anthony Joshua just walked away, no scratches, like just walked out. He ain't even had no shirt on, nothing. Like, I'm like, man, that shit is kind of weird. Right after that big old fight, making all that money and everything, like, I don't know if this was like some type of ritual type thing or what, but this shit weird.
That don't seem crazy to you? Now listen to this. Someone just said that if your car has a computer, your car's computer can be hacked into. And if your car is hacked into, someone other than you can control your car. Now I need you to see how random this car accident is. And I'm quite sure that the Lexus SUV that he was driving was definitely controlled by a computer. Now this is for entertainment purposes only. And I'm not saying that happened because of that, but they just randomly crashed into another truck.
I'm talking about he ain't got no bruises or nothing, man. He acting like he's sore and shit, but man, hold on. I think it's a video after this showing the truck. Man, if you see the truck, you go be like, man, how the fuck you survive it? Like, this shit.
Okay, let's go to Jake Paul. A lot of people feel that his matches aren't matches, if you get what I'm saying. I'm gonna say something else here for you. Look at this shit. And right now, a lot of people are saying that what if Anthony Joshua ain't go with the plan? Something on.
Look at this. That shit just don't seem right, y'all. It just don't seem right.
Bill Gates? Mark Zuckerberg? Really strange. This 19-year-old guy drops out from Harvard and founds Facebook, okay? And now he's a billionaire. How does that happen, guys? Well, it must be the American dream. Oh, ChatGPT, guys. Really strange. If you have a dream and you just follow it, you can become a billionaire in America. Yeah. It's all just a scam, right? Google, it's all just a scam, okay? What you need to understand about these companies is they were all founded with US military technology that is public, okay? The internet is a US military technology. Google, the search engine, it's all US military technology. And they were given to these guys for free. Why would they do that? Okay, again, if you think that we're ruled by secret societies, And it's really secret societies that control the world, and they want this technology out there to better surveil people. It makes a lot more sense, right? Because if the Pentagon said, hey, we have this free computer that you can use, you'd be like, I'm not gonna use this computer because you'll spy on me, right? But if Mark Zuckerberg says, hey, free Facebook, guys, you wanna use it? You're like, yeah!
Yep. You know what? That's exactly probably how they trying to do a lot of this shit. The military always be having like technology before everybody else because, you know, they probably be the ones retrieving a lot of this shit when extraterrestrials or stuff touch down and stuff, reverse engineering shit and everything. And he right. If they brought it out, like, yeah, we got the new drones or we got these new computers and everything, everybody be kind of, you know, hesitant, like, oh, hell no. The military just dropped a new computer, drone. Oh, we ain't getting that. Y'all motherfuckers gonna be listening to everything. But if you put it on a face to it, somebody else, Mark Zuckerberg or Elon or Billy or one of these other motherfuckers, like, yeah, new computer, new iPhone, whatever and everything. And people think it's just a regular little thing and they go buy it. That's the way to get through it, get around it. I think he owns something with that one for sure.
Sure, Facebook, yeah. He's a dork from Harvard. Of course he can be trusted, right? Same strategy, okay, guys?
As the end product becomes easier to produce, it's the humanity that's going to suffer. And unless we take personal accountability, both as individuals and organizations, to teach and learn human skills, they will disappear for all the reasons we're talking about. So how do I listen? How do I hold space? How do I resolve conflict peacefully? How do I give and how do I receive feedback? Those are two different skills. How do I have an effective confrontation? You pissed me off. Do I know how to approach you as a friend, as a colleague, without creating a massive fight or losing a friendship over it? How to take accountability, how to express empathy. These skills, these very, very human skills, are the things that we're already starting to see just with the internet and social media are suffering. And so I think AI will only exaggerate the loss of those skills.
Right.
And those skills are more important than learning how to spell.
Man, AI fucking the whole world up right now. Cinder, what's good? ATX, what's up, fam? Salute to everybody in the building. Planet Max. Not the Niners, man. I hate the Niners. Not the Niners in the chat. Come on, y'all.
Hey, so if AI and robots is going to take over the entire workforce, according to y'all's daddy, Donald Trump, what happens to all the human workers? All the people work every day to provide for themselves and make money and eat and do all that. What happens to y'all's income source once the robots and AI take over? What happens to us? Is that when they unalive all of us? Because we live in two different worlds. We got the real world that we all live in, and then you have this fucking fantastic dream world that all those rich people live in, which is a totally different world than we see, okay? Hey, y'all have a great night. Get ready to be replaced by robots, and then they're going to fucking process you through their fucking AI human meat plant. Hey, y'all have a great
AI will be the end of humanity, either through extinction or termination of our culture, lifestyle, and the progression of our species as we know it. This, to me, is a given. I'm not sure why many more people don't understand that, but it is not immigrants taking your job. It's AI taking your job. Immigrants have always...
Yeah, that AI moving in, but salute to Sandal. Sandal, appreciate it. Sandal gifted 5 memberships, man. Salute to everybody who received it. Congratulations. Tommy Houston, Sherry, Jermaine, Julian, Richie. Salute to y'all, man. Thank you so much, Sandal. I appreciate you. Appreciate the support for sure. That Michigan love.
taken entry-level jobs that most locals of a nation don't want to take, right? Because they've moved up in society to a point where they're bringing in immigrant laborers. What does take away jobs is technology. Technology has always been the one thing that kills the working man and woman, right? Now, with the advancements of AI, professions even like my own, unless you're a specialist, there won't be that many real estate agents anymore. You know, brokers of all kinds are going to be minimized because AI will do the job for you. You only need to watch the Star Trek episode about Aldea to discover what can happen if we manage to coexist with AI for an extended period of time, for millennia, let's say. I believe it was called Aldea. Shows us what will happen to humanity. We'll be completely dependent. We won't know anything. And eventually we'll be going extinct from radiation poisoning or something. And we'll be so stupid and dependent on AI and a master computer that we won't be able to diagnose ourselves. Now, the other alternative is we end up like the Borg, again, from Star Trek. Check the reference. That's where the computers will basically integrate us somehow into them, right? Not us integrating them into us, but right? And the third is they simply extinct us because they have no use for us. But so many things would be lost without humanity. People think that AI is better. It may be faster. It's not better. There's a touch. You know, AI is not going to be able to make art the way we make art. And art is one of the things that separates us from the other animal species. Oh, Habibi. Art is a big part of our evolution as a species. AI doesn't have art, and that's just the touch of it. The touch is what they don't have, literally and figuratively. AI can't do it, and we're all out here supporting AI, depending on AI, not learning anything anymore. So you got people who basically use AI to get through school. It's depressing to know that generations to come will know less than I knew, even though they have more access to information. That's not the way it should be. So, my opinion is AI will be the end of us all, one way or another.
Yeah, because it's making shit too easy, man. Like he just said, they in school using AI to answer all the questions. Like, you ain't got to know nothing no more. Shit, you go straight to AI. AI can do everything if you got it connected to the right things, and you know you can have it setting your appointments, arranging your doctor's appointments. Man, that should be doing everything, man. Like, it's crazy. And then it's just the beginning. We just got a little piece of it so far. They probably ain't even tapped into the advance of AI. Give it a few years and look up. Y'all gonna be like, damn, for real. Ain't T what's good? For real, for real.
Flock cameras are the main thing that law enforcement uses now to catch criminals. That's what it is. As clear as I can say it. What we'll do is I'll put a picture of a flock camera on this so that you'll see it. But they're everywhere. Once you see this thing, you're going to realize that you see them everywhere. It is a camera that is positioned to capture your license. That's what a flock camera is. But these cameras capture more than your license. They can capture the interior of your vehicle as you drive by these cameras, especially the positioning of the camera. And it's legal. And so what happens is this camera captures your tag. And when it captures your tag, it's able to detect where your vehicle has been anywhere in the United States where there are flock cameras. If you're in Georgia and you travel to New York, every time your vehicle tag gets captured by a flock camera, it is entered into a database and they're able to track it.
Right. And then don't think it's just collecting their license plate. That motherfucker definitely scanning, probably doing facial recognition and everything. I just watched a new episode of First 48, and that's how they caught the dudes on the flock cameras. They're like, yeah, and it's crazy because they said that on the episode. It was like, we searched the flock cameras and got their license plate when they left here, and then they have a whole timeline of where you went, where your tags was hidden at, and everything. It's crazy they got all this technology, but they only solve crimes that they want to solve, because some shit they still don't be solving some shit. But that might be because maybe the flock cameras ain't made it to every corner, every street, every city yet. They still probably trying to put them out here everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But that shit crazy. Like, we definitely in the future, man. Salute to everybody though who tapped in, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Stay on wave, take it day by day, protect your peace. watching these videos. For real, man. Keep that good energy around. Keep that love around. Keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, somehow, some way, we will win. A few days away from the new year. It definitely don't feel like the new year already. Like, it just feels strange. Christmas just passed, all this. Like, it's different this year. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I feel totally different, but we're a few days away. We said it. The time was finna come quick. Snap our fingers, and it's here already, man. Salute my content management moderators, everybody in the chat. Appreciate the super chats and the memberships and everything. All the love, y'all. Appreciate all y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button before you leave. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy Thao, FamOverTV. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
FamOver.